Hello guys, so today I just kind of wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for like genuinely quite a while. And that is the term LARPer and just generally the way people use it. I feel like the way the term LARPer, especially nowadays, is it's not being used in the best way. And even for the way it's meant to be used now, technically with the definition people are assigning it, still not being used correctly. At least from what I understand. Um so I mean, let's just talk about this for a little bit because this is something I do actually care about, and it's just really annoying, to me at least. And I mean, I get that some people just say LARPer as a joke, or like some people don't even use it negatively anymore, but for the general populace, a lot of people use the term LARPer now as a very derogatory term towards someone who is just like not as engaged with media but still considers themselves a fan, I guess. Like, or well, let me give you an example. So one way I've heard people call people larpers, or like the one way I've seen people describe people as larpers, is like someone who like, for example, with a video game has never played the game but is into the fandom. And I feel like, okay, I get there's an element of, yeah, you haven't played the game, but in reality, this has never been like something people considered an issue before, and it's become an issue now because people decided it's an issue. And I get that people are like, okay, now this is an issue, and I understand that some people will say that, but it's gotten to the point, like, there are games, like there are fandoms, like FNAF fandom. This is just my personal take on this. You don't need to have played FNAF to be into the FNAF lore, because you're not gonna get the lore through the FNAF games. Most people get the lore through watching videos about it. So that's one thing where it's like, I don't understand why people say you need to play all the FNAF games or else you're a LARPer about being a fan of it, because that, in my opinion at least, makes no sense, considering nobody, like very few people, get the lore by actually playing the games. They get the lore by watching other people play it and watching theories, right? And like, I really just don't see how it's like that insane of a thing to say that, you know what I mean? And even beyond that, there's people who will just say people are LARPers because they don't know every single intricate detail about something. And it's like, since when is being a casual fan of something a bad thing, right? That's that, like, oftentimes, if someone makes a video about something, like, I haven't personally experienced this, but I've seen people who will post a video about something that they like, but maybe they don't know literally everything about the fandom, and that's okay. But then people in the comments will just say, oh, you got this wrong, then you're a LARPer. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, legitimately. Just because someone doesn't know literally everything about something doesn't mean they're a fake fan. And I feel like there is a time and a place for the term LARPer. Like, there are elements of people sometimes do genuinely just pretend to be in fandoms just because, you know, it helps them in certain areas of their life, like money or something. But it gets to a point, you know what I mean? Like, I get there are some people, once again, like, I hear a lot of people call Baby No Money this. I don't really think he's LARPing as much as people say he is. I think people just don't like his music. But let's say he is LARPing, for example. If he is literally just doing it just because, you know, oh, I'll get more streams on my song, and that's the only reason he's doing it, yeah, I think that's fair to call him a LARPer, because he is literally just doing it for the benefit he gets, not because he actually even cares about it. And I think that is definitely an issue, right? I don't think that's how most people are using the term. And this is even ignoring the fact that people are using the term LARPer instead of the term poser, whereas poser is the much more correct way to describe it, because LARPer literally stands for live action roleplay, where it's like, you know, someone that's into live action roleplay, like, but that's obviously not the way people are using it now, and I think that's fair. So, assuming the new definition, even though, people are just using it in a way that discredits calling anyone a LARPer. Because if you're just gonna accuse random people of being LARPers who very much just like the thing, I feel like that completely discredits the point of calling someone a LARPer. Like, you need to save the term LARPer for someone who actually is LARPing as being a part of a fandom. Otherwise, it loses all validity to call someone that. And once again, I don't even think this is necessarily an issue of the term itself being a bad term. I think it has a time and a place, but just accusing random people of being LARPers is an issue, and it doesn't help you with your term, your term being accepted. But yeah, and actually, this is a question that I have. I actually don't know where the term LARPer is coming from, because I feel like it just randomly people just started calling people LARPers. Oh my god, holy shit, I'm locked in here. What the fuck? I'm at 60 clears. Okay. I feel like people just randomly started calling people LARPers. If anyone knows where the term came from, please let me know. But I actually don't know why people started saying it so much. Oh my god, I'm cooked. No. Oh wait, we're good. We're good. There we go. Okay. I know, it's just interesting to me. I've been really genuinely enjoying making these videos. I hope you guys have been enjoying them. I've just really had a lot of fun just talking and, you know, making it into a video. So I guess this video is gonna be a little bit on the shorter end, but that's okay. Oh my god, I'm dead. Yeah, just as a restating, I'm gonna restate the rest of the video just so people remember. LARPer, not a bad term, but people are using it in the complete wrong way, and it's not even a thing of people are using it. Oh, people are using it in a way that's like, you know, incorrect to the original definition. I don't care about that. What I do care about is people using it in a way that discredits the new meaning, and to a point where people just don't care. Because it's like, okay, you're gonna call just random people who actually like a thing a LARPer, so then then like the word LARPer literally means nothing. Because if you're calling people who are actual fans of it a LARPer and people who aren't fans of it LARPer, then LARPer is not, literally has no meaning, and people are not gonna take you seriously when you accuse someone of being a LARPer for a fandom, because you're just calling random people you don't think know literally everything about a fandom a LARPer. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe literally. Yeah, I am out. Bye.